Hey, Skywalkers!
Hey!
We are back doing live
Woohoo!
after
We
who knows
are.
how long.
We are back. What is going on?
I'm adjusting.
Oh, okay. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Yay! Wherever you're watching.
We have some
Share
fun stuff to go over today, so get comfy.
Yes.
And if you're at work, well, call in sick. 'Cause we'll need to get your opinions and comments. Hey, Meredith. It's like we just saw
Yay.
you 1 week ago this week.
Indeed. Hold on. Live right now.
All right, who else is joining us? That was the best time to visit Florida.
It really was.
In November. The later part of November. And Jeremy Stevenson.
Welcome.
Oh, awesome. Who do you... In honor of the upcoming Christmas holiday, I'm wearing my Star Wars Halloween sweatshirt.
I mean, it makes sense.
Oh, yeah. Because... Bonjour. Oh, Hey, Martin Keeler.
Whoa.
We got this in like September thinking, okay, it's going to be cool here so I can wear it in October for Halloween. Nope. There wasn't a day where it was under like 79 degrees. So
No, not in Halloween time.
Couldn't wear my sweatshirt. So now I'm making up for lost time. Martin Keeler, how are you doing, my old friend?
Yay.
Good to see everyone here.
Meredith with her typical hey. I love it.
Chicken emojis.
They're, oh yeah. They're roosters.
Roosters. Same thing.
Because hey. No.
Roosters, chickens, and hens. You know what?
Wait.
They're all the same thing.
No.
All the same animal.
So rooster is a male. Is hen a female? So what's chicken? Is chicken like encompassing both? Or is chicken a female?
That's the umbrella.
Yeah, that would make sense.
The umbrella
chicken
bird.
Would be the umbrella, right? Let us know. I'm curious what the
Wait a minute.
general... Yes?
Okay, moving on from our chicken talk.
Yes.
Meredith is asking if we forgot our Snuggies. No, we did not forget our Snuggies. We have it right here. And tonight, I'll go over this in a few minutes, but at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time, we're going to do the virtual Cantina show where we're going to watch the abridged version of the Star Wars Holiday Special. And we are going to unbag, not unbox, but unbag the red fleece throw with sleeves.
Yep, it's a Snuggie. And the Life Day logo. So yes, we're going to unbox it. And if you want to join that live stream, that starts at 4 p.m. Pacific today. And you'll be able to access that through our Facebook page as well as the big Star Wars Celebration group. But if you already follow us, you'll probably see it.
And then unbeknownst to me, we have these two unboxed too, unwrap.
Yes, yes.
We call it unboxing even though it's unwrapping, we're not really unboxing it.
It's unboxing.
If we got to the Disneyland.
That's the term. That's the hashtag.
Okay.
Yes.
And I forget which one's which.
Yes.
Or what they are.
Well, you can kind of tell. But yes. We are excited. We had to get all the Life Day things.
Yeah. Well, believe me, if I had it my way, Martin, we'd be watching the whole thing from end to end. But there's only so much time we can do this tonight.
Exactly.
They get like a certain allotted time.
Certain
and there's a lot of
window.
stuff to go over in and around the viewing, like unboxing Life Day merchandise and going over the history of the holiday special for those who don't know about it. Don't know how they don't know about it if they've been following us.
Mm-hmm. Well, should we get into our episode?
Yes.
I know, it's so fun to talk to you guys, though.
Yes.
But yeah, keep the comments coming.
We need to do one of those like Saturday night parties.
Yeah.
Just to
random
show
ones.
off different things we've bought or just do things like we did during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Remember those?
I do.
We did more of like a show and tell.
Yeah, well, we did that because we had time to do that because we weren't out and about all the time. That's why that happened. Now everyone's out. Yeah. But cool. I am glad Meredith will be tuning in later. And then Martin thinks we should watch the full thing right after to balance things. Now, we already have a whole lineup for Thanksgiving of shows, and that is not one of them.
Until now.
That's not one of them.
I don't want to upset Martin. Martin's going to be very, very upset if we don't fit in the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Okay, so you just tell Martin that we watched it.
But I don't want to lie to Martin.
Just tell Martin that.
I don't want to lie to Martin.
Okay.
Martin will know. Martin knows everything.
Okay.
Okay, where were we?
I'm going to hit record. Now, let's see. Am I too loud? I don't know. I don't think so. All right.
Quarter one of Amber just joined us.
Oh, nice. Hello, hello. You are just on time for us to start our live stream. Here we go. This is what you can look forward to on episode 397 of Skywalking Through Neverland.
Hey, Skywalkers! We just got back from Walt Disney World. We still have jet lag, but we are buzzing with excitement and can't wait to share our experiences as we take a cosmic rewind back to our small world vacation. How many references did you count in that opening bit? A lot.
A lot.
But right now, we want to welcome you. Back to Skywalking Through Neverland. I am Richard Woloski, but now everyone please say hello to my sweetie wife, Sarah, who's getting all ready for Thanksgiving.
I am. I went to Trader Joe's today and stocked up.
Oh, she's got like 25 boxes of stuffing. That's all I need. I don't need a turkey, don't need yams, don't need cranberry sauce. I just want stuffing.
Well, I got all that stuff.
And you know what? I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to have fun. And we got cheese and crackers and stuff because we like to have little snacks while we watch a lot of movies and TV. That is our plan for our Thanksgiving holiday.
Okay, I've got to make a special note to include the Star Wars Holiday Special because I don't want to upset Martin Killer because he's relying on us to watch it on Thanksgiving.
Well, yes, we wouldn't want to upset Martin.
No, never.
Well, Skywalkers, we are your enthusiastic podcast destination for the many decades of your Star Wars, Disney, and Marvel fandom. It's time for your weekly Wookiee hug and your sprinkling of pixie dust for our family of Skywalkers. Hopefully that helps get you through the holiday season and your next trip to a Disney park near you. Now, coming up on this episode, we will share our Walt Disney World vacation where we visited the Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Animal Kingdom, Disney's Hollywood Studios, and then we raced home to Disneyland. So to recap, that's 5 parks in 1 week and both Galaxy's Edges in 1 day. And we're also going to go over the Skywalker meetup on Life Day.
And since this is Thanksgiving week, we ask the Skywalkers on Facebook what you are thankful for, and we'll go over your comments in shout-outs.
Now we want to give up, first and foremost, we want to give a big shout-out to Small World Vacations, who not only sponsored our trip, but are also sponsoring this episode. And they are a diamond-level Disney vacation planner travel agency and can help you book your trip to a Disney park around the world. And their service is free of charge. Disney pays them, not you. So head to smallworldvacations.com for a no-obligation price quote and tell them that Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
And we'll be very thankful that you do that. I can see a theme here. Now, we are recording this from Long Beach, California on November 22nd, 2022.
Richard, what happened today in Star Wars history?
Well, according to this book, which is sitting right over here, I'm going to flip through the pages and I come to, whoa, look at this, on November 22nd, 1985. This is when Alden Ehrenreich was born. So a big 37th birthday to Mr. Han Solo.
89.
What did I say?
85.
Oh. One more time. Apparently I didn't read my own book.
I think you saw this. You saw the next entry.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
On this date, November 22nd, 1989, this is when we welcomed Alden Ehrenreich into the world. He is a big 33 years old today.
Wow.
You know what would be a perfect 33-year-old, a present for your 33rd birthday?
What?
The announcement of Solo 2.
Oh.
Come on, that's got to happen. Or as
Today?
a Disney Plus series.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I don't know. Disney Plus only get a few more hours to make this happen, to make Alden a very happy person. But if we don't see him in Solo 2, you know what we're going to see him in next?
What?
Ironheart on Disney Plus.
What? Wait a minute, is that one of the Marvel? Oh, yeah!
Yes. We saw a little Ironheart the character in Wakanda Forever, Black Panther sequel, and Alden Ehrenreich has been announced to appear in the show, but his role is unspecified.
Okay, you know what? I'm getting all confused because you wrote it here as two separate words, and I'm like, what's Ironheart? But Ironheart is like the one word that makes the character. So okay, I'm on board. I'm back on track.
Disney has so underused this exceptional talent. I just loved him in Solo. I thought he really captured Harrison Ford's mannerisms. Even in the trailer, I was sold.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know what? Let's jump ahead to this week, okay?
Okay.
Because on November 24th, 1985, this is when we saw Ewoks: The Battle for Endor. 37 years ago. Wow, I can't believe it's been that long.
I did not see it 37 years ago, but I do remember picking it up at my local Blockbuster and being very excited to watch an Ewok movie.
Blockbuster? What's a blockbuster?
I know. I don't know. But we have to welcome Kevin Toft here. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
Welcome.
All right,
And Spencer.
Then to jump to the next day on November 25th, 1984, well, this is when the Ewok Adventure premiered on ABC as ABC's Sunday night movie. So that is a big 38 years old this week.
Wow.
I know.
All of those are older than Alden Ehrenreich.
Very true. And if you want some behind the scenes stories, well, we did a very, very fun panel at Star Wars Celebration Anaheim celebrating the Ewok Adventures, where we had on Eric Walker, who played Mace Tuwani, Kevin Thompson, who played Chukatruck in the Ewok Adventure, and many stunt Ewoks in both movies. And they told us lots of great behind the scenes stories. And we also did a little reenactment of one of the scenes.
That was fun, and we almost threw something at a person's head.
An axe.
Yes. An axe almost hit Bryn's head.
Bryn McKinnon almost lost an eye. That should have been a great addition to the Christmas Story Christmas movie.
Oh.
So if you'll shoot your eye out, you're gonna get your eye
axed
by Kevin Thompson. See, it was all right there. You just had to work it through.
Okay. All right, well, before we get into our discussion on our Walt Disney World vacation, we have some
things we want to share. All right, now if you're watching this live in the Sky Chat, we want to tell everyone to join us at 4 p.m. Pacific Time or 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Today on November 22nd, Tuesday, when we join the virtual Cantina group to celebrate a belated Life Day as we watched an unabridged version of the Star Wars Holiday Special. Okay, that's wishful thinking. It's not unabridged, it's abridged.
It is.
Yeah.
But we are going to be playing some games and also having some more discussion as well.
Yeah, and showing off our Life Day merchandise.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe next year we'll watch the unabridged version, but this year we'll watch the abridged version.
And it's going to be a great discussion with the virtual Cantina family.
Yeah, it comes in at what, like 35 minutes for the abridged version?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right, Kevin Toft is asking what time Pacific time. That's 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time.
He wants us to be more Pacific.
Oh, I gotcha.
Thank you, Kevin.
It's contractual now. So once again, tonight it's going to be a great time. Can't wait to talk about the Star Wars Holiday Special. And a big thank you to Spencer Jowitz for inviting us back. He had us last year and the year before that. I'm losing track of years.
It's true.
Yeah, it's just so much fun. It's fun when you get the newbies to the Star Wars Holiday Special who don't know what they're getting themselves into.
Indeed.
Maybe we'll tell them to come back next year when we watch the unabridged version. Spencer, you still with us? And maybe next year? Oh, Spencer has called you out for a bad joke.
He did, but I think it was Kevin's joke. So I'm gonna call.
Don't throw Kevin under the bus.
I will.
You know what?
Throw Kevin. He's not here. Kevin, you're going under the bus.
Come on, take one for the team, would you? All right, so we will see you all there, we hope.
Mm-hmm. All right, now as a reminder, our 400th episode of Skywalking Through Neverland is coming up very quickly. And lots of you have said some nice things in our post found in our Skywalking Through Neverland Facebook page and group. And we still would love more comments, so you have until mid-December to post a comment. Just head to those and look for the big picture of Skywalking Through Neverland logo with 400 episode on it and some Skywalkers.
Or if you want to send us in a voice message, that'd be fun too. And
yes.
do it on your phone?
Yeah, you can record a voice memo on your phone, and then you can send that. You can email that to share@skywalkingthroughneverland.com, and we will get that as well and hopefully play that voice memo on that episode.
400. Wow. All right, now let's get into a little Today in Star Wars history news.
Yes.
Now,
go ahead.
If you want to pick up your own physical copy, well, you can this weekend at the Lost Con Convention, which is being held at the LAX Marriott right here in Los Angeles. And that's going on from November 25th through November 27th.
And if you want to order your copy from us, a signed autographed copy from both of us, as well as you can also order part 1 or part 2 from the same place, just head to skywalkingthroughneverland.com/book. And right there you can order it. Right now, part 2 is up for pre-sale, although we did just receive a shipment of the paperbacks for part 2. So we are excited. We're waiting on those hardcovers. And all of those will be shipped out by November 29th. We're giving ourselves a little grace period to make sure everything is perfect. We have all our ducks in a row, all your addresses in a row, everything we need.
All right, but going back to Lost Con.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to pick it up there, you can also get a free gift.
That's true.
We have boxes and boxes of gifts of stuff we've been getting from press conferences and media junkets that we just want to give away to anyone who purchases the book.
And it's really nice stuff. We just have no place for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got books from Lucasfilm and publishing.
Disney
Publishing.
Yeah. IDW, DK Publishing.
Comics, right?
If you buy one book, then you get a good size gift. But if you buy both, you get a holiday special.
Ooh.
I know, huh? Then while you're at LostCon, guess what? On Saturday, the 26th, at 1 p.m., put that in your schedule, you can come by our panel. We are holding a panel entitled Classic Days of Ridiculous Star Wars Rumors. Now, this is something, like I've said in the past, I've been wanting to do for a long time, because before each of the Star Wars movies, mainly The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, these magazines would just post all these rumors and speculations and stuff they claim they got from insiders at Lucasfilm. They're just so ridiculous that I went through all my magazines and just collected as many as I can. Now, this is one of my favorites, okay? Now, in one of these magazines, I believe it was Starlog, it said, the Millennium Falcon falls through a black hole with Luke, Leia, Han, and Darth Vader on board, and it travels through time.
Wow.
There's much more to the story, much more to this speculation how on where they thought The Empire Strikes Back was going to go. I can't tell you from here, but you've got to join us on this panel, and we're going to be joined by Craig Miller, and he did publicity for The Empire Strikes Back, and truth be told, he was the culprit behind some of these rumors just to throw people off. And we're also going to be joined by Kevin Toft and Max Cervantes of the Max Effects podcast. Lots of fun stuff to go over, and I'm sure we'll all have lots to say about everything.
Corwin of Amber, yes, we said Lost Con. That's exactly the convention.
Yes, LOSCON. Once again, this coming weekend, November 25th through the 27th, at the LAX Marriott, right by the airport, the Los Angeles airport. Come see us, get a book, get some free gifts, and some Halloween candy. Alrighty, now.
All right, well now let's share our incredible Walt Disney World vacation.
Instagram vacation, mind you.
Instagram real vacation. Nice. All right.
So once again, we have got to thank So now before we begin on our journey through Walt Disney World, we've got to thank Small World Vacations for making this trip possible. I've never had such a stress-free vacation. And they just took care of all of the details, and once again, we request that we recommend everyone use Small World Vacations when planning your trip, because when it comes to the trips, when it comes to planning, I don't want to think, I just want to do it.
Yeah, and one of the awesome things was, like, I was planning out what to do for making food reservations, and so about a week before, you can make reservations 60 days out, and I called Marion from Small World Vacations, and she walked me through, like, what restaurants are good, what restaurants do I not need to worry about, and she helped me decide, like, what restaurants to make reservations for. So that was really nice, and I recommend them because they have knowledge on everything, because they travel to Walt Disney World all the time and all the other resorts around the world, just to have that knowledge, that first-hand knowledge that you can't get anywhere else.
Now, if you want to follow along with our upcoming stories, go to our Skywalking Pod Instagram account and watch our numerous videos. We took videos on everything.
We did. There's like foodie reviews, there's lots of holiday time things, gingerbread houses and parades and all kinds of fun things.
All right, so we left last Sunday on a red-eye flight, and we can't recommend that more highly, because why waste a day traveling when you can take it during the night and sleep?
Yes, at least coming from the West Coast.
Yes, that was the idea, but I was just so excited and so jazzed, and I couldn't sleep all throughout the night. Plus, I was editing too.
You were.
And when you're editing, you lose all track of time. Before we knew it, we were already in Orlando.
Yeah, it was a quick 4-hour flight. Like, I don't think it's ever been so fast.
Right.
So yes, we arrived, and we already had a hotel room booked. We were staying at the Caribbean Beach Resort. And if you know that, if you're a Walt Disney World fan, you might know that this resort has the Skyliner hub. It's like the hub of the Skyliner, which will whisk you away to Epcot and to Hollywood Studios very easily. So that's why we stayed there.
Which we did. I love the Skyliner. And so once again, I thought it'd be a good idea to stay up all night. Well, it wasn't really an idea. It was just kind of a thing that happened. But the next day, all during Epcot, when we're in line, I just kept falling asleep. I would find maybe like a cast member's chair and sit down. I got kicked out of so many places.
Yeah. Just
by these people who wanted their seat back. But wow, it hit me hard. But I was just so excited.
But one of the good things about the Skyliner is we zoomed back in the afternoon and took a little nap.
Yeah, that's the great part about staying so close. Come back and take a nap. Now, this day was in like the high 80s.
Yeah.
But in the morning, it was really cold. So I thought it'd be a good idea to wear long pants and a long sleeve shirt. We should have come back much earlier, because I don't like being hot. I don't like sweating. So I was hiding my frustration.
Yeah.
Maybe that was just me being overtired.
I don't know, but the reason we went to Epcot first was because they have Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind there. And this is the premier ride right now. This is the attraction that just recently opened. And we were super excited to ride it because we had never done it before.
Or knew anything about it.
Well,
I know you talked to
the Turkells.
Courtney and Kelly Turkell on the Neverland Clubhouse about it, but I wanted to steer clear.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't know anything.
I didn't know. Everyone was comparing it to Rise of the Resistance, but it was nothing like Rise of the Resistance. Not whatsoever. Maybe it had a story.
Well,
but every Disney ride has got a little story.
Right. So it's kind of hard to describe. So Richard,
okay,
describe it.
Okay, it's a combination of Space Mountain, the Rock and Roller Coaster at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and Crush's Coaster from Disneyland Paris. Now, you get the Space Mountain because it's a long, windy track.
And it's mostly in the dark. It's like an enclosed roller coaster.
Right. So that's where the Space Mountain comes in. The Crush's Coaster part comes in because the cars, they spin around. They do 360s. And
Although they're guided spins.
Yes.
So
but
it's not like
you're-
Crush's coaster where you're just kind of spinning willy-nilly.
Okay, but with like Space Mountain, you're facing one direction. Now you're going clockwise, counterclockwise. At some point, you just submit. Like, okay, wherever this ride wants to throw me, that's where I'm gonna go. And Rock and Roller Coaster, because you don't hear Aerosmith, but you hear other songs like you've heard in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Right, and there's 6 possible songs you can get, which is what makes this fun to ride multiple times. It's just like what used to be the Tower of Terror over here. It's now Guardians.
Mission Breakout.
Thank you.
Where you get different songs.
Yes.
Now we got Conga by the
Gloria Estefan.
in the Miami Sound Machine.
Yeah, that was our first ride, and it felt like you're mamboing through the galaxy.
Good way to put that.
I loved it.
And then we got Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears.
Oh, and this is the one that everyone's been talking about, that it makes them cry, and yep, it totally does.
Yeah, I prefer the Conga.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
we went on it 2 times.
Yeah.
First time was Conga, because the second time when we heard Everyone Wants to Rule the World, maybe the music wasn't up so loud. There's so much going on. You have Rocket in one ear, you have Groot in the other ear, and you have the music, and you have the roller coaster. You have all these sounds bombarding you. It wasn't until like the end of the ride, it's like, hey, wait a minute, do I hear Tears for Fears somewhere?
Okay. Well, I did not get that impression. I heard it
Okay.
all the way through.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Now the story here, we have to stop, us as the riders and
Okay, well-
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right. Do you want me
We-
to explain this
Oh,
right?
sure, okay.
Okay, so they're basically not an Eternal. What are the big galaxy, the giant in the Eternals? The bad guy was this big
Celestial.
Thank you,
The
the
Celestials,
Celestial.
yes.
Okay, so there's this Celestial that is basically making a tear in time to go back in time and stop the Big Bang from happening. And so our job is to go follow him back in time and stop him so that the Big Bang does happen, so that we do exist, basically.
Right. And more importantly, so rock and roll exists.
Yes,
And
yes.
that's Peter Quill's main objective.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wants to save rock and roll.
Yeah,
And
so
you know
that's
what?
the whole thing.
Spoiler alert, mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't that be awful if at the end of the ride, it's like, sorry, the Big Bang never happened. The Celestial won. Have a nice day.
That would be terrible.
And you don't exist.
Everybody doesn't want to rule the world. Or something. I don't know.
Doesn't exist
Yeah.
in this world.
Now, as we go through this, we're going to share some tips that we learned this past week if you're heading to Walt Disney World soon. So one of the things right now, if you plan to ride Cosmic Rewind, you can't just go to the park and be like, all right, let's get in line. Let's wait in a 2-hour, 3-hour line, whatever.
Well, you can't do that with any ride anymore. Any of those big, giant, those tent pole attractions.
Well, you can. Yeah.
No, well, like Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah, you can wait in that line now.
Well,
Yes.
it's gonna take forever.
Okay, well, that's the point. So right now, so many people would want to ride it that they're only implementing a virtual queue. So if you have a reservation for Epcot in the morning, at 7 a.m., you can refresh, and join your virtual queue on the My Disney Experience app. We did not get that. We did not get the first virtual queue. So then the other option you have, and then there's another time at 1 p.m. to join the virtual queue. And so we did that. We actually ended up getting that virtual queue experience. And once again, it's a refresh, watch the clock, try to get that virtual queue in. So we did it. But the other way you can ride is to purchase an individual lightning lane. And this means that every person in your party, you can just request Cosmic Rewind. You can check the times. It gives you a certain times that you can choose. And you choose them, and then you buy your ride. I think it was $15 a person for us to ride that the first time. And
Yeah.
so I chose 9:30 a.m. so that we could come back with any time within that hour. And so that's how we got to ride it twice that day, because we purchased one time, and the other time we got the virtual queue.
Now, ordinarily, I would be very, very livid having to pay $15 for a ride. This was so well worth it.
It was really cool.
So well worth it. When we got off the ride, We still didn't know what was happening.
I know. It was crazy. But so they do this for the many of the big rides. Like in Pandora, the Avatar ride, you can do that. The Flight of Passage. Rise of the Resistance is still that way. You can purchase. Like even here at Disneyland, you can do the purchase for those. So yeah. It's a great way to ride it.
And then after this, I remember thinking, what do we need to do now? What can top Cosmic Rewind? How about a Beverly Soda?
Oh. Now this is at Club Cool. Because it's right nearby. It's like right there.
Yeah, and Club Cool is this little Coke store. And since Coke is a big sponsor there, you can buy Coke products, T-shirts and cups, and they've got all these fountain machines where you can taste Coca-Cola products from all over the world.
Yeah, it was cool.
Okay, now truth be told, you got to stay away from the Beverly Soda. Okay,
Yes.
Stop what you're doing. Write this down. Get a tattoo. Etch it in your forehead. Do whatever you're gonna do, but avoid the Beverly Soda.
It's so bitter. It's like a bitter aperitif or something. It's just gross.
Imagine eating dirt and thinking, this is the best thing I'll have all day. Because if you have Beverly Soda,
Don Glover loved it.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. It tastes like a combination of, I would say, dirt and
something bitter.
a nightmare.
Like bitter herbs or something.
It's like drinking a nightmare.
Tastes like regret. Says Meredith. Aw.
All right, but there are some good sodas there. Now, I know we both favored the Bonbon Anglaise from Madagascar. This is more of like a pineapple-y drink.
Yeah, it was good. It had different fruity flavors to it. And normally I'm not a fruit juice or a fruit punch person, but it was mild with that Coke like flavor. I don't know. It was good.
So they give you these little Dixie cups, and you can go in and try various ones. Now, here's a tip, and I'd really appreciate it if everyone could do this. Once you've gotten your soda, move back so someone else can get in. We saw so many people just standing at the soda machine, just trying one, drinking it, trying another one, drinking. Like, no, when you get your soda, you move to the side. It's the same principle as if you need to send a text or stop in the middle of a busy walkway, move to the side.
Or when you finished pumping your gas, move away from the pump.
Yeah, set your radio and your seatbelt when you moved up 10 feet. Is this too much to ask?
That happened to me over the weekend. I was like, really? Just move.
Yeah. And we just stood there and watched people just stand there. We'd ask people to move quite a few times, and they would look at us like, hey, what? I'm busy. You know there's a line in the back of you, right? I just don't get it.
People have thoughts.
Okay. Spencer is asking Richard, you drank a lot of dirt in your day? I drank a lot of Beverly Soda, which is the equivalent, just to make sure I didn't like it.
He knows what it smells like, apparently.
And tastes like.
And Don Glover says that you can't get Beverly anymore in Italy. Huh.
Oh, they are missing out on a really bad situation.
That's news to me. I wonder if they pair it with like stuff over there, and that makes it go down okay. I'm curious about that. Don, let us know if you have any info on that. All right, well, Richard, yes, we had done the red eye, but my whole goal, or one of my big goals on Epcot Day, was to see Harmonious, which is the Epcot nighttime show, which just premiered last year for the 50th anniversary, and it will be gone because next year Epcot is premiering something else for Disney's 100 years anniversary. So if we didn't see it that night, we would never see Harmonious. And you were feeling it. You were very tired because you didn't sleep on the plane.
No, but I did enjoy it. And the one thought that was running through my head, I never want to see World of Color again.
What?
Because after seeing World of Color, where you see very fuzzy images projected on big sprays of water,
okay.
Now we have crystal clear images on these big, like barges and screens and such. That like why can't World of Color be like this and just take the water out of World of Color?
Okay.
It was
really
me,
cool.
I like seeing crystal clear images and not try to squint any more than I already do.
Yeah.
Like when I'm reading a menu, I just want to know what I'm looking at. And World of Color, it's just last time we had seen it, I didn't know what was going on. I just pretended like I did.
Okay. All right.
But
well,
Harmonious, that was a fairly fun, great show.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Lots. And right now, if you've seen Harmonious or if you want to see what it's about, Disney has filmed it with live singers, like the singers who sing in the show. They filmed it and put it on Disney Plus. So you can go right now to Disney Plus and watch it.
So it's just like any other of the Disney type of shows where y'all gather around the middle of the park, where it's just a montage of different clips from Disney movies.
Right, and this also features fireworks, shooting up from not only, I don't know, the back of the park, but like even those barges, remember?
Yeah.
They had fireworks shooting from the barges, from the little globe in the middle, from, they had the fire on various turrets all around the lagoon. I'm sorry, I don't know the names, you guys, but yeah. It was really neat.
I put World of Color to shame.
And also a fun note, because we were staying at the Caribbean beach, well, the Riviera Resort is right there in that same complex. And if you're up in Topolino's bar on the 10th floor, you can see that show from Topolino's. It's really neat.
Now, do we know what's going to replace this show?
A 100-year celebration, basically. It was announced at D23 Expo that like all the shows are changing. So we're going to get stuff over here at Disneyland. Over at Walt Disney World, they're going to, I believe, have a new fireworks show and a new Epcot show, all that stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
I love how Disney's always up in their game. All right, now let's go to day 2. So we went home to our hotel room and we crashed.
Yes.
Crashed hard because we wanted to be fresh for day 2 when we went to go visit Animal Kingdom.
Yes.
So we'll start there and we'll work our way down to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
Yes. So we had a shortened day at Animal Kingdom.
Now let's set the mood. The temperature was still in the 80s.
It was.
But in the low 80s.
But there was cloud. It was cloud cover that day, so it wasn't that bad. I did wear my Jungle Cruise dress, which has all the animals on it, and that ended up being a big hit. I loved that. And so because we were there for a shortened day, like we really could only be there till about 3 p.m., I did end up purchasing the Genie Plus for us that day, which I believe was $15 or $19 a person. And that allows you to make FastPass reservations for most of the rides there on your phone. So like Navi River Journey, we made a pass for that. We made a pass for the, where you go see the safari. The safari. And we also used a pass to visit Mickey and Minnie in their holiday safari attire.
Once again, go to our Instagram account and you'll see these fun videos. Oh yeah, Sarah was like a little girl.
Yes, that okay, and the chipmunks.
Oh,
do you remember the chipmunks? Okay, so in Dino Land USA, this right now is kind of a ghost town, but they have character meet and greets for Donald, Daisy, and the chipmunks, and they're all dressed in like these kind of Animal Kingdom-y outfits. But because it's in Dino Land USA, Chip and Dale have like these dino snuggies, right? And then because it was the holidays, they've even decorated the top with like antlers or little lights, and they're like holiday dino chipmunks.
And the beauty of it is they're in Dino Land USA, which is a part of the park that time has forgotten.
Yes.
Because watch our videos. There's like no one in this park. And
so we didn't wait long for them at all.
And the characters are pushed even further.
Like if you don't know they're there, you wouldn't find them.
Ever.
Yeah, I just saw them on my little app and I'm like, okay, we need to go, I think this way through this weird little crevice in the forest, and there they were. It's like, oh. And so we had the best experience with them. Chip and Dale are just, I don't know if you've ever met Chip and Dale. If you're even not a character person, wait in line for Chip and Dale anywhere, because they one good thing about them is they can play off each other as well as you. So you just have the best experience with them. And they were like dancing And oh my God, it's in our reels on
And
Instagram.
they really took a shine to you. Because even when we were walking away, they were still like, bye. You're not leaving now, are you? You're not leaving?
I was like, bye, bye. I like almost cried, you guys. I almost cried. It was so amazing.
I think, you know what? More adults are into the character meet and greets than the
so.
kids. Yeah.
I think like when you get...
Because it brings you back to being a child.
Yeah. Even as a child, I was deathly afraid of characters. So for me, it's just how I am right now.
You're making up for lost time.
Yes, I am.
All right. Also, at the Animal Kingdom, we went to Avatar Land.
Yes.
Known as Pandora. But no one calls it Pandora.
No, that's true.
It's like Panda Express. All right. Now, we went there once a couple of years ago, and it was fine and all, but we went back again. It's like this little nub of a corner. There's really not much to it.
There's one eating place. There's 2 big attractions.
Yeah.
And then there's like a little area where you can take pictures, basically.
Yeah. So
at night, it's amazing.
At nighttime, it's a whole different story.
Yes, but we weren't there at night.
But it's a very small. It's even smaller than Toy Story Land, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Okay.
There's a lot more going on in Toy Story Land, I think.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. And I want to see some of those Na'vi running around.
That would be cool.
Yeah, why they don't, I don't know. But next month, when the Avatar 2 Waterworld comes out, its place is going to be mobbed.
The Way of Water, right? Yes?
The Shape of Water. Avatar 2, The Shape of the Water World.
Water, yes.
Yeah, run with that.
Okay.
Oh, no, here's a tip that we should have taken advantage of.
Oh.
When you're gonna go to Animal Kingdom, go during the morning, because this is when all the animals are at their most active. And past 10 o'clock, they all turn in.
Yeah.
You may see the back of a gorilla off in the distance, or you may see a sleeping zebra, a couple of giraffes just
some lions surrounding that
walking
zebra.
around.
Yeah,
Exactly. You may see the backside of water, I don't know. But yeah, I love the safaris, love seeing all these animals, but they were very inactive. Even the lions, guys, just move along. You're not gonna see much from us today. Just move along.
I think it was 10:30 at that point.
Yeah,
10:30.
yeah.
But we did not hit this park at crack of dawn because
there was no way we
needed
could have.
some sleep. Yeah. Okay, but I do have to say this was our first time going to Animal Kingdom in the holiday time.
First time in Florida visiting any of these
That's true.
Disney parks during the holidays.
Yes, and Animal Kingdom in particular is so different at holiday time in terms of the decor. Because, you go to Magic Kingdom, you go to Disneyland, you have your typical red and green decor, all the holly and stuff. Well, at Animal Kingdom, it's all animal focused. So they have these cool animal shaped, I don't even know what you'll
see a lot of animals wearing Santa hats.
Though that too, but just the decor all around is it's very almost tiki like or something. It's handmade. It looks handmade.
Very rustic.
Yes, rustic. That's a good word. And when you go right in and you're walking in, all of a sudden there's all these animal puppeteers, and there's little what would you call them? Not pandas. What are the bears?
Polar bears.
Polar bears.
Yeah, it's almost they're
puppets.
They're puppet marionettes.
Yes.
Because you have these performers working these puppets. They're not really inside. Some of them, you can see the rods that they're controlling the puppets.
Right.
And they're very, very characteristic. Once again, go to our Instagram. You'll see Sarah snuggling up to this polar bear.
Yeah, and they had polar bear cubs. They had a little penguin. Oh my god, it was so cute. And they're all white and blue. So it's and they had the Jamaican player. He was playing holiday tunes on his Jamaican drum.
The steel drum?
Thank you. The steel drum. Yes. I'm glad you're here to interpret me because I can't think of words today.
We're still buzzing with excitement, and jet lag has affected our brains. It's hard to string sentences together.
Yeah, so I thought that was really neat. I wished we could have spent more time in Animal Kingdom, but we had to get ready and go out to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
Because we don't have it over here anymore.
We don't. We never had it over here. Last year we just had a Christmas thing. It was a 4-hour event, but the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is one of those all-night events. It's 5 hours, which is a huge difference, I want to say.
Well, the key words here are very and merry.
Yes.
Last year for the Disneyland Christmas party, very and merry are 2 words that should not be in the title of that ticketed event.
Right. So let's focus instead on Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
Yeah, and I was excited because we were joined by Wesley Meekholmes.
Yeah.
Yeah, a Skywalker who we've known for years, never met in person until now.
It was so cool to see him. And one of the big things that made me want to go to this, because I know, like, our friend Trisha Barr has talked about, she's been to many of these, and she's like, do you know they give you cookies and milk everywhere? I was like, what?
Sold.
What? So, yes, you get cookies and drinks around the park in 5 different locations. And at this Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, they started doing something, I guess, that's different and new. They gave you different cookies and different drinks at each location. So one location we went to, we got chocolate chip cookies and eggnog.
Oh.
And then we got sugar cookies and hot chocolate at another. We got gingerbread and
apple cider.
At another, and snickerdoodles at
Yeah.
another, and then another sugar cookie, but one was red, one was green, and hot chocolate
I'm
at
glad
another.
these parks are so big because we just ate ourselves silly and just walked it right off.
And hot tip
That's
though.
that's what I want to believe anyway.
That's what you want to believe. Yes. Yeah. So we did not eat all 5 of the stations all the time. We kept them in our backpack. But you can go up and ask, hey, can I get 4 cookies? And they'll give you 4 cookies, even if you're one person. So we still have some cookies left.
We got a lot of cookies left.
Especially the gingerbread.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just say, like, I should have just ordered 10 gingerbread and left off all the sugar cookies because, yeah, gingerbread is where it's at. And yes, the cookies were individually wrapped. Meredith, that's a good thing. Like, I didn't know how they were gonna do it, so they give you tiny cups, like probably
little Dixie cups.
Yeah, like a little taller than Dixie cup
that's
size. Probably 4-ounce size cups. And that has either your eggnog or your hot cocoa or your apple cider. And then you have your cookie that they have wrapped in plastic. So it's clear plastic, so you can see what it is. And you just take it out and dip it in your drink and eat it.
We did take an Instagram reel of this. Took footage for an Instagram reel, but I don't think we put it together yet.
We have not posted it yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
Coming soon. Soon. Now, there were 5 attraction overlays
Yes.
here. One was the Jingle Cruise.
Yay.
And luckily, Emily Blunt or The Rock were nowhere to be seen, so it was fun.
Oh.
Oh, no. Why did you say that? That's so mean.
That is.
All right, the Tomorrowland Speedway race.
Well, it's called Tomorrowland Speedway Race Through the Holidays.
Yes.
That's the full name of the attraction. This is Disney, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
They name things excessively long.
Mm-hmm. They had the Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor Holiday Show.
Yep.
The Mad Tea Party Holiday. And the Space Mountain Holiday Run.
Okay, and we hit like all 5. Well, Jingle Cruise we did first before the party started, remember?
Mm-hmm.
It said it was posting a 60-minute wait, and it was like 6:30 p.m. and we're like, okay, we'll get in line anyway. 22 minutes. It was 22 minutes. So don't believe the wait times, you guys. But then during the first parade, 8:30 p.m., we hit like all the rest of these rides, like bam, 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 no lines. So that's my hot tip.
Yeah, the Jingle Cruise, I'm guessing, was fun.
It was fun.
Once again, the guy was up on the microphone like this, and okay, and here goes the vast sound of water, everyone. And,
so
I'm not sure why they have to hold those microphones so close to their faces, because the sound is just. And I was sitting like 10 feet from him. It's like, I don't know what you're saying.
I was sitting right next to him, like right in that middle seat, and I did a reel, so you guys can see that reel. And I posted the best holiday jokes that he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and you can
I'm
hear
hoping you added subtitles.
I did. I added the captions.
Now,
so,
if anyone ever knows any skippers, ask them why they have to hold the microphone so close to their faces. Why?
Well, remember we did ask one skipper.
Oh, we did. Well,
and she said, and she was, and she said that that's actually her pet peeve as well. So
that's right.
Joshua Jordan, right? No. Yeah.
I think during our Skywalker meetup,
yes,
we met someone who was
met a skipper.
and they said basically they hold it on their cheek, so people can see their faces. Like, we're not there to see your faces. We're here to hear all the fun jokes and puns.
Yes.
So I gotta go to City Hall and make a comment. 'Cause
Okay.
I love the Jungle Cruise or the Jingle Cruise, whatever it is, that time of year. But I want to hear what's going on.
Ooh, my Sunny Saga is asking, did you have a favorite overlay? So yes, let's go through our best and our worst one. So I would have to say I really do like the Jingle Cruise. I just in general I love the Jungle Cruise. It's just chill. I love boats, and even though you can't hear what they're saying half the time, I don't know what it is. It's just comforting to me. So I like that they change it up as well with Jingle Cruise, and I wish they'd bring Jingle Cruise back to Disneyland.
Why they don't? It's such an easy thing to do.
Okay. Well, okay. So what is yours, Richard?
That's a good question.
What's your favorite overlay?
I love the Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor holiday show.
Yeah.
And I just love that
Just
whole
in general.
Monsters Inc. show. Yeah, because to be able to talk to in real time to these animated characters is just a blast. And
Especially that guy.
yeah, they keep cutting to one guy,
Yeah.
a poor one guy that's like, oh, don't pick me, don't. It's like when you go to a comedy club, you don't want to sit in the front because you know the comedians is gonna pick on you. So you go there like,
Unless
oh,
you
don't.
like that.
Yeah, yeah, right here, hello, extroverts, pick us, but they never did.
So, do you remember any of the jokes
Not
that
a
they
one.
said? Yeah,
Not a one.
I don't remember, but that's okay. All right, it was just fun. It's kind of like the Jingle Cruise. They're very similar.
Yeah.
And that it's a similar experience, but it's always different because of the people in it.
Well, our vacation was like binging a TV series. You do it so fast,
Yeah.
you really forget the
That's true.
nuances.
Okay, but I do remember the worst overlay.
Oh,
Are you ready?
maybe it's my worst overlay.
Okay, do you want to go first or should I go first?
You go first.
Okay, I'm going to say it was Space Mountain Holiday Run.
Okay, that wasn't mine.
That wasn't your... Okay, because traditionally I have loved Space Mountain. Even at Walt Disney World I've loved it. Because you don't know what's happening. You're being whipped around. It's super fun. And me and my dad used to ride that ride over and over again at the end of the night. And so I was excited to go on it for the holiday run, which apparently has Christmas music. Well, we get on it, and it does have Christmas rock music, so it's like blaring rock music, but it's not in your seat. So it's just in this cavernous hall, and then there's strobe lights, so you can see the track, which is not very attractive. So it like ruined Space Mountain for me.
Maybe I need to get my hearing checked because I do not remember any holiday music
It was
during
there.
this.
It was
'Cause
there.
the roller coaster is very loud. And I think at the end, didn't I make a comment? Did they pump in extra roller coaster sounds? Because this seemed so much louder than usual.
I think because the strobe lights, so you could see what was happening, so you associated that with the sound. Yeah, I did not like it at all. So what did you? And luckily we didn't wait like 5 minutes in line even, so that was good.
I'm gonna go with that one too.
Okay.
Because I was gonna say the Tomorrowland Speedway race through the holidays, but
Right.
I didn't like it because I was trying to steer while
You
we're
wanted
shooting
separate
footage.
cars, and I'm like, why do you want separate
Yeah,
cars?
and I didn't think it through. Yeah, it's like texting and driving. You can't do both.
I guess we should have gone again in the same car.
Yeah, because I'm trying to drive and shoot some footage, and I just didn't work out.
How did that footage turn
I had a
out?
cop behind me the whole time. I was hitting people left and right.
I think if you just keep the gas on, it'll actually steer for you.
But it'll jangle, it'll jam back and forth.
Okay.
So it's not really a smooth ride 'cause it's not on rails.
Dan is saying the Speedway decorations are fun.
They were fun, yes.
They were.
And we got a chance to go around and see the big Tron building.
Yes, which they were
They were running the light cycles.
Running it. They were running the light cycles.
You couldn't go on it. Ride's
No.
still not open, but you could see the
see-
light cycles running through the tracks.
Oh, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was at night, and then right next to it is Space Mountain, which had the red and green lights and different lights on it because it was the party. So that was really neat.
Yeah, you know, Wesley did offer, and he did take some footage of us on the Speedway, so I
That's
should have
right.
just relied on that and enjoyed the ride.
Yeah, we'll put it together. So we're still posting reels from that vacation. I mean, obviously, we took a lot. 5 days.
But I'm so glad it was cool that night.
No, it wasn't.
I remember it being...
No.
Were we there at different times?
Yes.
'Cause I recall it
So,
being very cool.
Do you No, No.
Yes.
No, it was. We were dressed. Well, maybe you were. We were dressed as holiday versions of Robin Hood and Maid Marian, and I kept taking off layers. I just looked more, just worse and worse as the night went on.
I remember it being very, very cool.
What are you thinking? It was hot. It was like hotter that night, than it was at Animal Kingdom.
We'll agree to disagree, but one of us is right.
One of us is
and
very
one of us
right,
is you.
and one of us is not remembering things properly. So I think we need to move. Oh, wait, we have a tip. So on the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is fireworks and the parade. It's like Minnie's fireworks and Mickey's something parade. And so there's 2 parades. They both start from Frontierland and end at the hub of Main Street. And I recommend watching the 11 p.m. parade, especially if you don't have kids or you don't need to go home, like you're planning on staying the whole night till midnight, because like many people stop and watch that 8:30 p.m. parade, and that's when we hit all the rides, like with no waits at all. So I recommend that. And then right after that 11 p.m. parade, it was funny, we were standing like right at one of the exits to Main Street, remember? And we were sitting down.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden the parade ended and this wave of people comes right at us because we were right next to a place where all the strollers could
like
go out.
Like a tidal wave of crying babies.
Yeah, we were like,
way
whoa,
past their bedtime.
Oh my God, we better stand up.
Yeah. And when you've been sitting for, 25, maybe, I think we were there for like an hour. Because Wesley and I was making reels. Wesley was on his phone.
I was going to get us cider.
You were going to go get us cider, and you were going to get us some more cookies.
Yes.
So sitting down there for an hour, when you get up, your feet are asleep, you see this tidal wave of people coming, you're doomed. There's nothing you can do about it. Just once again, submit.
Wesley is saying it was definitely hot at the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas.
Why do I remember it being very cool?
Just look at our photos because we're all sweating.
You know what? Maybe just the environment.
Yeah.
I was drawn into the faux snow, and when it was snowing, when it would spray down all these Tide laundry bubbles.
Right.
It gives you the impression
Snope.
of being cold.
It was Snope.
Okay.
Actually, it was funny because I had gone on a mission to get us apple cider, right? And so I'm walking back up Main Street and the Snope is falling and I'm like, don't fall in my apple cider cups. But I think some of us got some Snope in our apple cider cups.
Are you saying snook?
Snope. It's soap and snow, Snope.
I did not hear that.
Oh, that's the typical term.
Okay,
yes.
I did not know that.
Yes.
All right, so why don't we move on to day 3?
Let's do it.
I can guarantee you it was a cold day. I can guarantee you the temperature was in the 50s, okay?
That was day 4. That was
no!
Life Day. Yes.
No!
Yes, I don't know what you're talking about. The wind started at the evening of day 3.
No. Okay, go back somewhere. Ask Siri, ask Alexa. It was in the 50s.
No.
When we were at the Magic Kingdom.
That was Life Day in Hollywood Studios. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, day 3, we went to the Magic Kingdom, and Richard, let's see. Oh, yes. So we met Trisha and BJ for a Magic Kingdom day. And then that evening, we went to Cirque du Soleil's Drawn to Life at Disney Springs. And so one of the things is I wanted to make a reservation for the Skipper Canteen, which is in the Adventureland area, because I've heard several people who've eaten there and really loved it. Well, same. Like, wasn't that the best?
Mm-hmm.
It was really good. They have fun drinks. They kind of take you through the restaurant like you're on the Jungle Cruise a little bit. Like, let me point some things out.
But their audio is crystal clear.
Yes, it is. And they also had a secret menu item on this time, which I guess they don't always have, but it was like the cheesy bread. It was like the pau de queijo, if you've ever had that.
Oh, cheesy bread, no matter where you get it, is always good.
Yeah.
You can get it at the lemonade stand down the street by these little Girl Scouts, and it's gonna be good.
It was so good. And so we had a really lovely time there. Trisha and BJ were collecting the 50th anniversary
the gold statues.
Yeah, they were collecting them in their apps. So that was fun. We went around that. And I just feel that, Magic Kingdom is just so strange to us Disneylanders because things aren't where they should be.
Yeah, at one point I remember saying, "Hey, let's go to Galaxy's Edge. It's right around the." No, it's not.
No,
Nope.
not this park.
Not in this park.
But one thing we did new this time is we rode It's a Small World there, which we have never done because at Magic Kingdom it just looks kind of sad. It's like it looks almost like it's in a strip mall versus at Disneyland where it's the big backdrop right next to Toontown, like this beautiful thing.
You almost expect like this big Spirit Halloween shop sign to be slapped over the
really
front
does.
of the facade.
It's really odd.
Yeah, and this is vastly different.
It was, and it seems it's like a little smaller, a little more intimate as you go around. So, you know, you can tell the rooms aren't as big, and so the characters only go up like maybe one level, and they don't have the characters, the movie characters. So they don't have like Aladdin and Jasmine as little dolls. They don't have all
Ariel,
your characters.
no Woody, no
yeah,
Jessie.
Yeah. But one thing they did have that I liked what they did is the whole culmination of It's a Small World at either park is the fact that you have all the characters from around the world all dressed in those white outfits at the final room. And while it's a huge room at Disneyland, here it's not as big, but they're all going to an amusement park. So they have this really cool like Ferris wheel and a little thing that looks like a roller coaster, and all the dolls are singing It's a Small World while enjoying these theme park rides, and it's the cutest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that.
Yeah, I'm glad we did. For some reason, we've never done it before.
No? Well, because again, it doesn't look that great.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you walk in, you expect to be purchasing Halloween merchandise.
Yeah.
All right, so later on that night,
Mm-hmm.
you really wanted to go to see the new, not the new show, but the Cirque du Soleil's Drawn to Life.
Which is new as of, I believe, the pandemic, like very recent. Yes. And so we went.
We've seen other Cirque du Soleil, so I was very excited about this because there's never a dull moment in these shows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, we went. We had very good seats, pretty good, and but I feel like in the middle of a go vacation, it was really hard to do something and just sit.
Yeah.
In the dark.
I was very excited to see this show, and I wished I had seen the show.
Yeah.
I kept falling asleep.
So our hot tip is, don't plan a Cirque du Soleil show in the middle of a vacation, or even a movie, or anything like that.
Where you have to sit down in the dark.
Right.
But as you told me, I was only out for like a minute or two at a time.
Yeah.
So I did get a chance to see the highlights of the show, and which was very, very good. And just seeing these people flip around in the air, I'd fall asleep, I'd wake up, there's a monkey flying over my head. You go to sleep again, and there's an elephant running a unicycle. I don't know what was going on, but the visuals are just fantastic.
Well, yeah, and the story is there's this young girl whose father was a animator, and he was like teaching her to animate, and he passed away. So she's trying to animate, but she has writer's block.
Well, he leaves this message.
Yes.
Saying, "I've started this little animated short. I want you to finish it," which is very, very heartfelt.
Yes, it is. And so throughout the show, she's trying to finish this short, and you see as each like Cirque du Soleil thing happens, she gets one more page done until finally the end when it's all done. But what's cool about it is they use actual Disney animation on some of the backdrops and things to explain the story. And one of the things I thought was really neat is they kind of created the old mill. And this is the Disney short where they first used that camera. What is that called?
Multiplane camera.
Thank you, the multiplane camera. And so they played some of that animation on the screen, while in the middle they had these two gigantic, like probably 4-story tall wheels almost that flipped around, and there was 2 of them, so it was like it was the windmill.
Yeah, you see this kind of thing out on like Circus of the Stars.
Yeah.
Or circuses where you have 2 motorcycle guys riding in those 2 hamster wheels that keep flipping around.
Only this one was the guys were walking in them. So they were walking and flipping, and then they'd like go on the outside and flip on the outside of it as it was going around like a windmill. It was crazy.
It was. Now the highlight for me were at the end you had this group of women acrobats. There were like 15 of them, all jumping in the air, flipping, doing shoulder rolls. How they didn't bump into each other midair, I've got no idea. And because of that, they stole the show.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see how that was even possible.
It was neat. So, yeah, for what we did watch, we definitely enjoyed it.
Well, you didn't go to sleep, did you?
I got a little drowsy.
Okay.
I did. But yeah, definitely enjoyable. It was just a lot to take in this very packed vacation. So that would be my tip. Maybe draw it out. Yeah.
But then you got my excitement going at the end when you said, okay, Trisha and BJ are waiting for us at Gideon's Hot Cookie. Hot Cookie Bakery?
It's called Gideon's.
Gideon's, okay.
And yes, this is like at Disney Springs, they have Gideon's, and it's this cookie house which makes like pound cookies. I don't know what it is.
These cookies are the size of manhole covers.
Yes, they're gigantic, so you could definitely split. But 2 times a day, they have what's called Hot Cookie Hour. And so if you hit them just right, because there's always a line, there's like a 40-minute line throughout the day. But if you hit it just right and hit their Hot Cookie Hour, which we have to thank BJ and Trisha for, you can get their chocolate chip cookie hot out of the oven with a scoop of ice cream on top.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah. And a good tip here, share one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
don't have one by yourself because the sugar high will just knock your head clean off your neck.
Yes.
I'm not sure what that means, but just picture it. One cookie is way too much.
It's true.
Yeah. When I say manhole cover, maybe the size of a hubcap. Maybe the size of a dinner plate.
It was big.
Yes.
But yes, and you can take them with you. So we took a few.
Yes, we did.
Home.
I think we still have a few.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Good stuff.
All right. So we went home and crashed,
Yep.
which is surprising after all that sugar.
It's true. And then day 4 of 5 was Life Day. So we
went to Disney's Hollywood Studios, and it was so hot this day.
No, it wasn't.
It was
freezing cold.
It was blistering hot. No, it was okay. This day we're both on the same page. It was cold.
It was cold and awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it.
So I'm so happy that we got to spend Life Day at the East Coast Galaxy's Edge, but I just felt like we were cheating on West Coast Galaxy's Edge.
We even got a few messages saying, y'all are cheating on Batu.
Mm-hmm. Like we're trying to hide under our red Wookiee snuggies.
Okay, Michael wait. My
yeah.
Sunny Saga says you were wearing your cozy warm Life Day robes, right? Well, what's funny about that is we had just gotten our Life Day robes here in where are we? California. And the day before we left for Walt Disney World, and we looked at each other, we're like, we're never gonna need these over there. It's gonna be too hot. So we left them out of our suitcase.
Yeah. When I say cold, I mean we were ready to snuggle up inside of a tauntaun. It was that cold.
It's Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca from Laughing Place. I'm assuming that's my Sunny Saga. Oh. Okay, nice.
Okay, there. So yeah, I just thought it was a great time at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Not only was it Life Day, which is to anyone who doesn't know, this is the date that the Star Wars Holiday Special aired in 1978 on November 17th, so it's now called Life Day.
Mm-hmm.
So we get a chance to spend Life Day on the East Coast at Galaxy's Edge with some Skywalkers.
Yes!
We had a meetup, and we were just so excited because we haven't had a meetup in so long.
Yeah, really. I mean, we were having meetups, and then the pandemic happened, and then we just had like virtual meetups. So this was our first of hopefully many, because this got my meetup meter going.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to meet up at Disneyland soon after the Disney 100 begins on January 27th. So look out for a notification, you guys, because we're gonna do a meetup.
Okay. Oh, Michael Cannon, Chickafin.
Yes,
He
Chickafin joined us.
He says yes,
everyone.
it was a very chilly Life Day.
Yes.
So Meredith was there,
Mm-hmm.
and Wesley Meekomas was there. Trisha Barr, BJ Priester, Jonathan Notman from the Virtual Cantina group, Chris Mott, Michael McLean,
And then Jeremiah Good and Rebecca Mosley from Laughing Place. Usually we hang out with Mike Celestino over here, but we got to hang out with you guys.
The other half of
The other
Laughing
half of
Place.
Laughing Place.
And we met a couple of new Skywalkers who joined our group.
Yes, thank you. And we also had a great time crashing the Galaxy's Edge Discord lightsaber meetup, led by our friends Morgan and Jeff Rooks. So that was cool to finally see them.
Right.
Because we've been friends and chatting online and stuff, so...
And
Yeah.
So the day we were going to leave for Florida, I came up with the idea of, let's bring Life Day orbs for everybody.
Yeah, the day before. Let's figure this out.
was it that day? I think it was the day before.
It was the day
It was like less than 24 hours before we were going to leave. I had this idea of bringing Life Day orbs. How are we going to do this?
So we did it?
Yeah, normally you would get like this Christmas tree ornament, a plastic ornament, and you shove lights in it, and you have a little battery pack, and it lights up. Well, trying to bring orbs and battery packs through the TSA would have been really difficult. No, yeah, we didn't want to have to spend the night in the brig telling them all about Life Day. That could have been kind of fun though.
Yeah.
But we thought, hey, you know what? Let's go down to the at-home store, get these plastic balls, these Christmas ornaments, drill a hole through it, and we'll shove one of those glow sticks in it. Instant Life Day orb.
It was cute. Aw, so we hope all of you who joined us, the first 16 of you got Life Day orbs, and we hope you appreciate them. I believe they're sitting in our...
Oh, okay. We still haven't unpacked yet.
Yeah. So yeah, we hope you enjoyed your Life Day orbs, and you can also stick some lights in there, after, because once you use a glow stick up, it's gone. But you can stick some lights in there and make it even brighter.
Yeah. So I'm just so happy that Disney is finally recognizing the potential in Life Day and the Star Wars Holiday Special by releasing all this really awesome merchandise.
And you know what we did? Because we're on East Coast Batuu, that is where they released the special Magic Band Pluses. The Life Day Magic Band Plus. You want me to get it?
Oh, go get it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that was the only exclusive at either park. So if you have a Magic Band, they come in so many different designs. Kind of limiting when it comes to Star Wars, but then Sarah surprised me with this Life Day Magic Band, which I didn't know even existed, and you can use them at both parks, but first you have to deactivate it from one park before activating it at another park. We found that out the hard way.
Yes, so we still can't use it here at Disneyland because we activated it first in Walt Disney World, and apparently the Disney World employees have to deactivate.
And I'm glad that a lot of this stuff has the date on it.
Yeah.
This one here says Life Day 2022.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Even the shirts. The shirts have the dates.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, so we got a red Snuggie, we got a 20-inch Chewbacca and a red Snuggie, some holiday ornaments, some t-shirts. We celebrated Christmas early.
This is so cute.
I know.
I might have to steal this from you at some point.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, so Hollywood Studios was a blast. And on top of that, we got to ride Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway for the first time.
Oh, this was dynamite. We saw a preview of this at D23 in, 2019 was that?
Yeah, because it opened, I believe, 2020, right before the shutdown of the pandemic. Yeah. So, yes, and it's coming to Toontown at Disneyland, but a slightly different version. So we got to ride this. This took over the Great Movie Ride at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and it is literally like being in a Disney short.
Like a 2D animated short.
Yeah, and everything is like this 2D animation, but it's 3D popping out at you. So it's like, whoa, what am I doing? And everything seems hand-drawn from even your vehicle. It seems like you're in this hand-drawn barn, and it's just the coolest thing. Like, I loved it.
Now they're starting to do something which they've implemented little by little, which is, I've always had a pet peeve about having just the digital projections of characters, like they have at Universal.
Yes.
A lot of their Minion stuff are all projected. I like the old school animatronics, and I hope they never did away with those. They still have them, but yet now they have the digital faces.
Right.
So now you can get more animation out of these characters, which I hope at some point in the future they do that with Jack Sparrow, because his mouth just does not move during that Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
He was broken.
You can hear him talking, but why isn't your mouth moving? It's time for some digital animation on your face. And they also do this at Epcot on the Frozen ride. And
Okay, yes,
with
yes.
Anna and Elsa.
Right.
The first time we did it blended seamlessly, the digital face with their animatronic body, but now that it's a few years old, the projection face is a little bit brighter than the latex of the skin of the character, so you can see a definite separation where the projection is projected on their face.
Okay.
Looks like someone's hitting them in the face with a very tight spotlight.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't notice.
But now on this ride,
To Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
yeah, so Mickey and Minnie's faces are projected, and it looks fantastic. Oh,
It does.
I just loved everything about this ride.
Everything's so bright and colorful, and wow, so cute.
All right, so we have one last day.
We do, and so we actually changed our plans because my plan was to do Epcot again because I figured we could get 1 or 2 more rides in of Cosmic Rewind. But Richard, you have a goal.
I've had a goal and a dream.
You had a dream. Oh, what's your new dream? Okay, so tell us about your dream. What's your dream?
Back in 2019, when we were at Walt Disney Studios and Disney's Hollywood Studios, we went to Galaxy's Edge in the morning. We came home, and I said, "Hey, Sarah, let's get in the car right away, go to Disneyland, get to Galaxy's Edge. That way we can say we've been to both Galaxy's Edge on one day." By the time we got the gumption to get up and do it, we would have been too late. And I've always resented the fact that we didn't go to both Galaxy's Edge in one day.
Yeah, you regretted, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so on this 5th day, I said, Sarah, I have a very early anniversary, birthday / Christmas / life day present. Can we go to Hollywood Studios? I want to fulfill my dream.
So I changed our reservation. It was available. We went to Hollywood Studios in the morning of Friday, and we had breakfast there. We had breakfast at Ronto Roasters, our breakfast wraps. Oh, those are so good. And we went around Hollywood Studios a little bit, and that was the point. Like, we wanted to start our day there. And then before we got on the plane, we even had time to go visit the Grand Floridian and that amazing gingerbread house and get ourselves a gingerbread shingle.
We got more cookies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right?
Because we just didn't have enough.
I know. And then we got on a plane for 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And we arrived in LA at 8:30 p.m.
By 8:30, yeah.
And I had already checked that Disneyland was open till midnight. I had made reservations. That's the great thing about the annual pass. Like, generally reservations are available the night before. So I was able to make that.
So we called up our friend David Scale.
Yep.
And said, "Hey, Dave, do you want to go to Disneyland tonight? Oh, by the way, can you pick us up at the airport?"
Yeah.
So
Dave was a trooper.
Dave was a trooper. He sat in traffic for an hour and a half to come pick us up. And then we raced over to Disneyland.
Last 2 hours of the night
Yes.
we went to Galaxy's Edge.
We first things first, we've got to get to Galaxy's Edge.
Yep.
So now, you know what? This dream of mine, check. To visit 2 Galaxy's Edge on one day.
So what's your new dream?
To visit 3 Galaxy's Edges.
Disneyland Paris.
Yes.
Oh wait, they don't have one yet.
Not yet.
All right.
So
well,
that's a future dream.
that is.
And you'll see on our Instagram reel or even on Facebook, we made a little video of us coast to coast at 2 Galaxy's Edges.
And honestly, like, even though we were so tired, whatever, it was a great way to end a vacation because you really felt like that little button on the end of the night.
That little adrenaline.
Yeah.
Last bit. It's like the Marvel tag.
Yeah.
The adrenaline tag.
And honestly, walking into Disneyland Park, to us, it feels like coming home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow, it was amazing. And we even were in line for the Indiana Jones ride, which is only at Disneyland, and it broke down at 11:55 p.m. So we didn't get to ride that. But that was okay.
And then
we'll ride again.
We were talking to a cast member and said, "Hey, guess where we were this morning? We were over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and now we're here at Disneyland." And she says, "Oh, you're one of them?"
You're one of those people.
I thought we would get a better reaction. I didn't know this was a thing.
Oh, Matt, that was so mean.
Yeah.
Like throwing shade.
We were. I think that's when we just kind of crashed.
Yeah. Well, that was at the very end because we were trying to figure out your Life Day band.
Dave had to drag us out of the park. We just had no, just the all of the
It was a full week. Come on. I mean, go. Yeah. Even now, you can't think of words.
Right.
It's all good.
All the excitement was just kicked out right from under us.
Yeah.
I thought that was impressive to visit 2 Disney parks on 2 sides of the country in one day.
It was so, and like I said, like that was the best way to end a Walt Disney World trip. You didn't have that lull of like, the withdrawals. Instead, we went to Disneyland and back home. Aw.
Yes.
I loved it.
So it was a great time. So thank you, Skywalkers, for listening to us as we debrief.
Yes.
And thank you once again to the fine folks over there at Small World Vacations for making this trip an incredible experience.
Mm-hmm. And if you guys have any questions for us, anything like that, please hit us up on social media for Disneyland or Walt Disney World. I have one more tip. And, Richard and I, we're just a family of 2. So we did spring for the Genie Plus for 4 of the 5 days of our trip. And that allowed us to make these fast pass reservations and even stack some. And I think at Disney's Hollywood Studios is where it worked the best because there's a lot of rides we wanted to ride there. And Magic Kingdom was probably the second best for that. And the prices ranged per day from $15 to $19 per person to have that happen. And we ended up riding a lot of rides in a limited amount of time because, as you saw, some of our days were split. So that worked really well for us. I know for some bigger families that might not work as well for you. But I just want to note that right now, Genie Plus, just as we left, now Genie Plus is surge pricing. This is the week of Thanksgiving, and it is currently $29 per person per day. So it doubled in price to do the Genie Plus, which, whoa.
I think that was one last move from Bob Chapek.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you want to kick me out of my position? Well, I'll get you.
Wow. Oh my gosh, I want to say thank you to Rebecca who subscribed to us. Wow, thank you, Rebecca. Amazing.
Much appreciated.
Wow. Yeah, okay. Woo! All right, there we go.
All right, so
thank you, Small World Vacations.
We had a very magical days. Our days were very magical. Shout outs. All right, since we're running a little long here, we got to get to the virtual cantina in a few minutes. We put out a question in our Facebook group and the page asking Skywalkers what they are thankful for this year. So let's go over a couple right now, and then Sarah will tell everyone what we're going to be watching on Thanksgiving.
Yes. All right, so Courtney Turkel says, I am very thankful for friends and family always, and also our Skynet family, which have made this year of conventions so much fun. Happy Thanksgiving, Skywalkers! Amanda
Bond writes, thankful for all of the fun at Star Wars Celebration, even if I had to miss the best panel, which was our Ewok Movies panel.
Aww.
Thankful to all the friends made thanks to this podcast. Wookiee hugs for all.
Aww. And Shamim Dana writes, he's thankful for...
Oh, he's got a whole list, a whole laundry list.
Yes.
Number 1.
My girlfriend, Christy Kerr, and my son, Adrian.
Number 3. He missed number 2. He goes 1 to 3 to 4.
Number 3, Richard Woloski and Sarah Woloski. And number 4...
The Sky Walking Through Neverland.
And friends in this group.
And number 4, Sky Walking Through Neverland and friends in this group. And then Reynold, okay, we'll wrap it up here with Reynold. We know he's in the Sky Chat. He says, I'm thankful that my family can go for second Thanksgiving, also known as American Thanksgiving, because he's in Canada.
And one more, Kevin Toff says, I'm thankful for Richard and Sarah.
Oh.
Thank you, Kevin.
Oh.
We're thankful for you.
Thank you. Now, Sarah, we're thankful that we don't have to work on Thanksgiving.
Yes.
We're gonna stay home. We're gonna eat and watch movies.
That's the plan. Yes. We already did do Thanksgiving with family at the beginning of November, just for the heck of it. So, yes, we are excited because we're going to watch several things that we are planning. So, what's the number one thing?
All right, the first thing that I want to watch is The Christmas Story Christmas. This is the sequel to the 1983 Christmas
A Christmas
must
Story.
see every year, A Christmas Story,
Right.
with little Ralphie, who at the end, spoiler alert, shoots his eye out.
Oh.
Now, finally, they made a sequel. And it came out November 17th, but we've been holding off until Thanksgiving. I can't wait to see this.
Also, we're going to watch Disenchanted. This came out last week as well on Disney Plus, but we are waiting on that one too. So can't wait to just have fun with that film.
And then we got a screener for Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
Which why doesn't it come out on Thanksgiving on Disney Plus? It comes out the day after.
Yeah, I
don't know, but we're gonna watch it then.
I can't wait. You put Holiday Special on any TV show, I'm there. You got a captive audience. And then we're gonna watch Spirited. And this is the Will Ferrell, Ryan Reynolds new holiday movie.
Yeah, sign me up.
Yeah, I saw a little ad come up on TikTok today. And it looked really funny. I know you brought it up last week.
Yeah.
And so we got Will Ferrell in another Christmas movie. Okay.
I think the Chickafins posted about this one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. So.
And maybe for a good measure, we'll watch Elf.
Oh yeah. And our favorite.
The Star Wars Holiday Special.
No.
Yes, it is.
The Love Actually.
Love
Actually. That's like
right.
our go-to.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas movie.
Aside from Star Wars, that's our most quoted movie.
Yes. Oh.
Well, that wraps up episode 397 of Skywalking Through Neverland. We want to thank Small World Vacation for our trip to the Magic Kingdom, to Walt Disney World and all the parks, and for the lovely, lovely stay at the Caribbean Resort Hotel.
We also want to thank you, Skywalkers, for watching and listening to us. We love it.
And now we want to get to our book. Interested in Today in Star Wars History? This is our book, parts 1 and 2. Once again, you can pre-order autographed copies from both of us of part 2 and part 1 as well from skywalkingthroughneverland.com/book.
And Oh, I see. Okay. And we'd also like to thank our sponsor one more time, Small World Vacations, for their support. Are you thinking of a trip to Disney parks? They helped us so much on this vacation. Well, you can fill out a Get a Quote form at smallworldvacations.com today. Their vacation planning service is free of charge, so check it out and tell them that Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
Skynet. Oh, that hasn't come in yet. Now, do you want to support Skywalking Through Neverland? Well, consider supporting us through the Skywalking Force, which is our Patreon. The Skywalking Force has access to bonus content in the form of our Zoom discussions that we have every week on the latest Disney Plus shows, such as Andor, She-Hulk. We went all the way back to WandaVision. All those discussions we have with all of our Skywalkers can be found right there.
Also, if you join, and if you have joined, you will get a coupon code to use for part 1 and part 2 of our book, Today in Star Wars History. And that bonus content begins at only $5 a month, so head to skywalkingforce.com and have a look at the options. And thank you so much to those of you who are part of the Skywalking Force.
Now, we are part of the Skywalking Network.
Skynet.
All right, Sky Chat, you know what to do. Where you can find other great shows like Talking Apes,
the Max Effects Podcast,
the Neverland Clubhouse,
Totally Tell Me Everything,
Star Warsologies,
and the YouTube show Collectopolis,
and Today in Star Wars History.
I do have to say that Star Warsologies just put out a show today about molecular and cellular biology. So guess what they talked about?
The Force.
Midi-chlorians.
Midi-chlorians.
And clones.
And clones.
Very cool. And they talked with a molecular and cellular biologist. So, yeah.
Oh, if you're talking midichlorians, I'm right there.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right, Skywalkers. Well, you can find us on social media. We are at Skywalking Pod for Twitter and Instagram. You can find us on Facebook. Just search Skywalking Through Neverland. You can also please subscribe to us on YouTube, like several of you have done today, to get notifications of when we go live. And you can email us, share@skywalkingthroughneverland.com. And here is a little reminder, you can record a voice memo because we're coming up on our 400 episodes. So say, like, what was your favorite episode? What do you like about Skywalking Through Neverland?
Or just a happy 400th episode.
That's true. A little congratulations. And you can email that to share@skywalkingthroughneverland.com.
Now, don't forget to stick around for bloopers and other fun bits that didn't make it into the show. And
Always remember
to never drink Beverly soda. And
always go to 2 galaxies' edges if you can in one day.
And
All right, well, we got to run because we got to get ready for the Life Day meetup happening in half an hour.
yes.
So make sure you stay tuned to our Facebook page and check that out.
Now, Dan Barris had joined us.
Oh, yeah.
He's been enjoying Christmas Story Christmas.
Yay.
Awesome. And Kevin Toft says we should meet up at the Brazilian Steakhouse for a meet up.
Oh, boy. Love it.
All right,
All
y'all.
right.
So, are y'all coming over with us?
Yeah, come on over. Come on down.
Yeah, once again to our Facebook page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Skywalking Facebook page.
Yeah. And that's where it'll go. It's also, is it Virtual Cantina on YouTube?
I want to say yes.
Yeah.
Is Spencer still with us?
We'll share on our social medias the link.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Thanks
Happy
for
Life
listening.
Day.
Thanks for enjoying. Thanks for sharing.